Hey there guys, Reckon here, and welcome back to Doom 3 BFG Edition, Doom 1, Episode 1, Mission 6, Central Processing. Not much I can really think of at the moment for this level. I don't recall it being too difficult. And I think I show off all the secrets in one way or another. I miss one. Actually, I think I do miss one. I think I know where it is, too. Because I forget to show off an area. No big deal. I showed a secret to get around it anyway. So, yeah, that's fine. But now in here, you can see the wall is locked behind me. It seems like a big open room. Barrels, red key. Nothing too serious, but pretty much all the walls open up. And all hell more or less breaks loose. So I gotta break out the chain gun, run into a fireball, and just start killing everything. It is really fun to try and see those specters, because they really blend in well with practically everything. Unless they're up against, like, if they're, let's see if I can word this correctly. If your line of sight lines them up with a dark wall, they're very difficult to see. If it lines them up with a light-ish wall, they're slightly easier to see. Just depends on what they're lined up with. So now we've got the red key, so we can open the two red doors over here, after I shoot the barrel in there and kill everything inside the room. Gotta remember there's some shotgun ammo there if I should ever need it, which I won't. Even though I use my shotgun a lot, I still never need to pick up ammo. It's weird. Because I'm not even on a mode where you get double ammo. Just there are actually two modes where you pick up twice the ammo. Nightmare happens to be one of them, which is a good thing because there's a lot of enemies and they respawn, so they can easily wall you off, so you're going to need a lot of ammo. So we picked up a rad suit, we picked up a supercharge, picked up a mega armor. We are definitely prepared for whatever this level might have to throw at us, which is not going to be too much. We've also got a light amplification goggle, so if we run into any dark areas, like this next room technically is, without the goggles. If we find any dark areas, then we're good. Which we technically did, so we're in the clear. We're in the clear. Pretty much full shotgun ammo, max health, max armor, partially invisible, can see in the dark. The only thing I can think of that would make this any better is having invulnerability. Oops, I spoiled the power-up. We're pretty much unstoppable at this point. And that Spectre can't really move because of the way the elevator's set up. I'm guessing he doesn't have enough platform to stand on. And now out here, you can see 3 imps standing up there. And there's a window, some enemies, and there seems to be a blue door over here. Walking through here, not technically opening the door, lowers the platform the imps were on, and unleashes a couple enemies. But luckily the demons were kind of too close together and couldn't move. And what you might not know is you can pick up the suit, and there's actually a secret back here. So we have more invisibility, we have more ammo, a rocket launcher, and we now have the yellow key, which usually we would have to go through the blue key door and go through the little bit of maze that's in there to get to here. But we skip that, and I inadvertently forget to show it off at all. It's mostly just a maze, and I think there is actually a secret back there, which contains a map of the entire level. But you're not going to see me using the map really ever, so it's not much of a point to picking it up in the first place. But it does fill in the map for the current level. And I noticed that I've used my had my radiation suit for a while, so I kind of rush through this green bad stuff to get it to all this. And I show off a secret area here. And as you can see, there's another blue ball waiting for us, even though we're only down 9% health. So we're kind of wasting the supercharge, but it's there if you know. So, by using that shortcut, you realize we're behind the yellow doors now. As such, I believe if you use that secret, you do not need to pick up the yellow key. But I'm going to keep an eye out and see if you actually do need to pick it up. I don't think you do. So that may be a speedrun tactic if you can get through, if you can bypass the yellow key and still beat the level faster than if you needed it. And yeah, it seems like you do not need the yellow key to beat this level. That's impressive. The fact that I just now noticed that, and the fact that this game is over 20 years old. Then again, that was a secret I don't think I knew about until I actually did the GBA LP on my first channel. The years ago that was. I think that was... I want to say that was 4 years ago. I think I actually did that 4 years ago. I'm gonna have to check that. I'll probably put a note down in the description if it actually was 4 years. I trigger that. Running back there opens all the doors. And I'm like, you know what? Let me use a rocket. That saves a little bit of machine gun ammo that I can use for something else. I thought it was called a machine gun. That doesn't matter. It's basically what it is. It's the chain gun. The minigun, as it's called by Pony. Or Twilight Pony, if you were at the stream. Which, odds are you weren't, but not many people usually show up anyway. But by flipping the switch, you let out more specters, which, as you can tell, I can barely see them. And even now, looking at it in the video, I can still barely see them. And you can barely tell there's one standing there. And battery's low. And that's level 6 down. Missed enemies, probably the imps and the few zombies that were in the maze. Missed items, probably the map. Got all the secrets. So that's good. But that's that level down.